Hey folks, got a little bit of sad and disturbing news that I don't really enjoy sharing, but I do think it is rather important that I do share so that people are aware, because I don't think anybody's really talking about this. At least no one that I'm seeing out there, or at least perhaps maybe the algorithm is promoting out there and recommending and suggesting, but I think it is a growing concern that needs to be discussed. And this is actually pretty much boils down to a phone call. It was a text message. It started out as a text exchange. And the text message started out with, I gotta edit this for the made for TV version. But it says, I messed up. And, literally I messed up. I'm cleaning this up because I don't want it to get flagged or anything. But it says I messed up, and ultimately I'm in a dark place, started drinking. The story goes on from there. The text quickly converted to a phone call, because this point there was no need to be texting. We needed to be having a real conversation to get to the bottom of this and formulate a solution before things got out of hand or further out of hand. And it's something I don't think a lot of people are talking about that is of huge importance. Why? Well, I'll tell you right now why. 55%. Here we go. Check this out. 55% of U.S. adults report experiencing financial hardship because of rising prices. I was trying to read that backwards in the camera. I'm not that talented. 55% of adults report experiencing financial hardship because of rising prices. 77% of lower income Americans say inflation impacts their finances negatively. Now, guys, look, some of you folks may not like this video, and I'm okay with that. Some of you folks may be upset with this video, get aggravated, get annoyed. I see the comments. And it's not a matter of everything is always about money, but guess what? It is. Despite what you may think, despite what you may feel, despite what you may predict to happen in the future, the fact of the matter is that if you want to survive in this world, in this life, today, tomorrow, next week, 2023, 2030, whenever the end is happening, if you want to make it to that end, you're going to need money. You're going to need money. How much? That's up to you. That's all personalized to everybody's particular situation. But there are some folks out there that believe and trust. They believe and they trust in the Lord. They are religious, if you were to ask. They have faith. They read the Bible. But they still understand the simple fact of the matter is that unless they're ready to leave this earth now, they're going to need money. And something that you guys may want to think about is the fact that perhaps maybe all the folks out there pushing you in the direction of basically distancing yourself from money, from the financial component of life, the system, perhaps maybe that's just because they know better and they are trying to put you into this position, this sinking position, only to realize that by the time comes, which I'm sure people can vouch and say that the time has already been predicted to have already have come, and now we have exceeded that time. By the time that time comes and you're broke and you're poor and you're starving and you're hungry and you're homeless and you can't pay your bills, and basically you've spent all this time convincing yourself and perhaps maybe even trying to convince others, only to realize that, damn, I'm broke. I ain't got no money. I can't buy no food. I can't eat. I'm gonna have to live on the street. I can't even live in my car. I got nothing. I'm not telling everybody to run out there and start a business. I'm not telling everybody to go out there and quit their job and start making money on the side. I'm not telling everybody to jump in and invest in the stock market with apps like M1 Finance, Robinhood, Moomoo, Webull. I don't care. You don't even have to join my Patreon, because I'm only providing this information for the people who are interested in learning and understanding and becoming better educated and trying to protect themselves and their lives, their livelihood, their families, their security, understanding that money isn't everything, but money is required for literally anything, almost anything, which there is a tax on air. We talk about that in another video, but literally almost everything requires money. So, somebody asked me a question the other day. It was a ridiculous comment. And it's like, why is it always about money with you? I think it was with you. I think he said with you. Well, I don't think it's always about money, but pretty much every news story, news article, world event, current event, global, local, it doesn't matter. It comes down to money. Think about it. North Carolina has a power substation go out. 2 of them, actually, targeted attacks from gunfire. Why do people not have power? Well, because it's a multi-million-dollar repair that takes money to fix. Okay. It's not always about money. It's like, it's about the fact that money makes everything go round for the most part. Think about I actually had to respond, and I'm like, look, dude, hey, I hear you. I get it. This may not be the content for you. Go watch something else. People, you do not have to watch these videos. I appreciate it, but if it's not your cup of tea, don't drink it. There's so many other creators and videos and channels. Trust me. The folks out there who wake up in the morning and say, I'm going to go watch a bunch of videos, a bunch of channels and creators on topics I don't like so I can comment negatively against them for just trying to share information. Folks come at me. Y'all don't see it. Y'all don't see it because a lot of them get filtered. I can filter most of those, but the bots, the WhatsApp bots, YouTube does not filter those at all. But y'all don't see the comments, and these folks are like coming at me so hard, and it's like, why do you keep watching these videos? Why do you keep watching my channel if I disgust you so much, if I anger you so much, if you're so pissed off at me for only reading the news articles? Why do you keep doing this? I am not making this stuff up. This is real. But what I am doing is trying to add perspective. I'm trying to dissect it. I'm trying to understand it. I'm trying to prepare because of it and for it. And I can tell you right now, a lot of folks are proving how important and how necessary that is with the abundance of interest and membership signups in the network. Patreon.com/Kevin247. Link is in the description. But literally, folks are coming in and saying, I don't know any of this. I really would like some help. And I'm not good at any of this. I'm not good at, finances. I'm not good at money. I'm not good at budgeting. But, I just need some help. And, it really hit me. It really hit me yesterday because, fortunately, I've had the ability, the luxury, I've been blessed to have family and friends that help me educate myself, become financially educated, work to become more financially responsible. That there are some people out there that don't have that. They don't have people to talk to. They don't have intelligent, smart, hardworking, wise people to talk to. And you got to think, it's like if your circle is a bunch of losers that all they do is blow their checks, they have no savings, they have no investments, they have nothing to show for it. They're always broke, they're poor, they have no assets, no prospects, no investments. And that's who you have to talk to. Well, then, odds are you're going to fall into the same trap. So, I'm looking at it, I'm seeing these folks signing up and having the courage to step up to the plate, reach out, kind of like, put it out there. It doesn't have to be in a public forum group for everybody to see. You can engage in the posts, in the comments, which I think is super effective because then others can go in and see the dialogue and understand the steps that need to be taken so that more people can gain access to this knowledge and information faster. Or it can be privately in a direct message. And honestly, people will say, Kevin, well, why do you do it? Why do you spend the time? Your time is more valuable than 25 cents a day. Your time is more valuable than $7.60 a month. Why do you do it? Well, one, because I want to. I enjoy it. I really do. It really makes me feel good inside to know that I'm at least trying to help people, but it makes me feel even better when the people I'm trying to help take the information and take action, achieve greatness and success, and come back and say, wow, thank you. It's really for the thank you, pretty much, because I know y'all can do it. Y'all just need to know that y'all can do it. And if you don't have anybody out there telling you you can do it, then odds are maybe you won't. So, but the second reason is that there has to be a value. There has to be a value, because if there isn't one, then people will undervalue it and they probably won't take it seriously. So, either way, just putting that out there. But I'm going to get into this. Sorry, I went on to a little bit of a tangent, a little bit of a rant, because, sometimes as a creator, we have to remember that we are human and we are people and we have feelings. And, it's not necessarily easy to do what we do on a regular basis, to put ourselves out there in front of these cameras, in front of you guys, to be judged by many. But we know that there's a bigger picture. The majority, we're doing this for the majority. The folks that have negative things to say and are trying to bring others down to their level, further bringing themselves down, they are the minority. They get cast aside, they get filtered out, they get washed away, they get ignored. And we are going to continue to work to help folks survive. We're going to continue to work to help folks prepare and, achieve whatever it is, whatever greatness it is that they want to achieve. We want to be a part of that. And speaking of which, I was actually speaking to Stephen Gardner last night, and we're working on something else to further help more people. That's what it's about, It's about helping people. And this help can come from knowledge. It can come from shared information. It can come from just having someone to talk to. It could come from helping you increase your income from your business, you're improving your personal finances. It could come from helping you eliminate debt. It could come from a variety of things. It could come from helping you with your website. Trucking Prepper had his sister, I think his sister emailed me and asked me to help with her website. And it's just about helping people, you know. The more people you help, the better off the world will be. I'll just put it at that. But, you know, as creators, we are human. We have feelings. But my skin is pretty thick. My skin is pretty thick. So all you guys with the negativity that come at me like that, and, you know, Squirrel Tribe, y'all don't even know. It's actually comical. It's funny. 55% of U.S. adults report experiencing financial hardship because of rising prices. 77% of lower income Americans say inflation impacts their finances negatively. This is real talk, folks. According to a recent Gallup poll, many U.S. adults indicated their households have experienced financial hardship because of rising prices. The poll released Tuesday found the proportion of Americans who said inflation was making their households experience financial hardship was 55%, marking a 1% drop from August. Of those in the latest poll reporting experiencing financial hardship, 13% said it as severe and impacting their ability to keep up their current standard of living. In comparison, the percentage of U.S. adults saying rising prices cause financial hardship for the households was 49% in January of this year and 45% in November. Inflation, as measured by the Consumer Price Index, the CPI, and the Personal Consumption Expenditure PCE Index, has recently been hovering at painfully high levels, though it cooled slightly in October. Data released December 1st by the Bureau of Labor Statistics show the CPE index increased 0.3% month over month and 6% year over year in October. Meanwhile, the CPI went up 0.4% from September to October, rising 7.7% from last year. The Labor Department reported in November. And folks, that's the thing. It's like these numbers, perhaps maybe there was a slight drop from last month, but they're still up year over year. It's kind of like what I was telling you guys with these Black Friday sales. Just because there's a discount, if it was already overpriced, it's still overpriced. And so just because we're hearing the reports that, oh, it's down from last month, it's still up from a year ago. And odds are most people didn't improve their own personal financial situations over the last 12 months. So it's still going to be a financial hardship for many. If you or anyone you know is experiencing a financial hardship and would like someone to talk to, perhaps helping to formulate a possible plan and solution to overcoming this financial hardship and getting onto a path of financial security, links in the description, folks. There's nothing like waking up every morning and going to bed every night without the burden of the financial struggles and stress weighing over you and over your head. And it will help prevent occurrences and situations like I've experienced where it says, you know, I've messed up, you know, I don't know what to do. I'm turning to a bottle, which is not good. It's not good. It's not an answer. It's not an answer. It's a Band-Aid. It's not even, it's a poor Band-Aid at that. It's like putting a Band-Aid on a gunshot wound. You ain't gonna survive. We need to get you in, get you sewn up, and then stay away from getting shot. Biden's war on gas continues, depleting our strategic petroleum reserves. So this is not over, folks. Don't let the prices at the pump fool you. Beneath America lies a vast reserve of oil. Not so long ago, the American Oil and Gas Reporter wrote, the United States now holds the world's largest recoverable oil reserve base, more than Saudi Arabia or Russia. The reserves data distinguish between reserves is existing fields and new projects, and potential reserves in recent discoveries and still undiscovered fields. So, why are we depleting our strategic petroleum reserve? Why? The SPR, to the point that U.S. producers warn of an impending crisis. Why are we giving communist Venezuela a chance to make big bucks by selling us its literally dirty oil to meet our needs? Why? Diesel price pain seen easing as U.S. EIA lowers 2023 oil refined product price outlooks. U.S. retail diesel prices are expected to fall next year from the highs seen in 2022, but continue to be relatively high as U.S. distillate inventories remain at or near multi-year lows through the end of 2023, the U.S. Energy Information Administration said December 6th. So, kind of question is like, why don't we just lower the price now? What are we waiting on? What are we waiting on, folks? But other topics that we'll discuss in future videos. If these are things that interest you, subscribe to the channel, give the video a like, turn on notifications, comment down below. Let me know what interests you guys. Let me know what topics should be discussed sooner to help you guys along the way. I'm here for you, basically, is how it works. And I appreciate you guys allowing me the opportunity to have this ability and this platform to be here for you with questions coming in of, Kevin, how can I maintain my Social Security or my SSA, my SSDI, my government aid, my government assistance benefits? How can I maintain these and get ahead? Because they're not designed to help you get ahead, folks. They're not. Which brings me to this one, the 21 best under the table jobs for direct cash. Now, folks, if you get paid cash, you're supposed to report it as income on your federal income taxes, your state taxes. I guess I'm here in Florida, so I don't have a state income tax. But folks, they've got a list here, but I'm going to read the list to you, but then I'm going to explain a few things. Childcare is on the list, pressure washing, pet sitting, yard work, snow removal, that's coming up, day labor, cleaning, pet grooming, class instructors, handyman, tutoring, house painting, selling crafts, baking, local modeling gigs, makeup artists, web designer, photographer, personal trainer, personal shopper, and sign spinner. All great options. 21 cash paying gigs, cash paying jobs that are, you can get paid under the table, basically. Now, again, folks, be responsible with your money and your taxes and things like that of that nature. But the simple fact of the matter is this is a list of 21 ways to get paid cash. But I'm going to tell you guys right now, you're going to need a list of one. You're going to need a list of one way to get hired to get paid cash. That's the ticket, folks. Everybody says, Kevin, I want to make more money. Kevin, and it's not just me. It's not just me that it's about money, folks. People come to me with these requests. I want to make more money. I want passive income. I want to start seeing this money coming in. I want these investments. I want this, that, and the other. I want to be making this kind of money. I want to quit my job. Folks, that's fine. Good. Great. I love it. I want you to have everything that you want. However, you can't just say it. You have to actually, one, understand what it takes to do it, and two, take the steps to do it. This list of 21 best under the table jobs for cash doesn't tell you how to do it. It tells you what options there are, but it doesn't tell you how to do it. And even if it did tell you how to do it, we need to be thinking about the most effective way that we can do it. Because just because it tells you how to do it doesn't necessarily, it's going to mean that it's going to work for everybody in every situation, in every demographic, in every market, in every city, in every zip code. It's all dependent upon so many different factors that most people overlook. And they don't really take into consideration what challenges they may face and also what strengths that they already have that they can use to their benefit to literally put them in a position to start earning money today. I'm going to tell you right now, folks, if you want to sign up and send me a DM in Patreon, patreon.com/Kevin247. I may even make a post. I might make a post literally for anybody looking to make money today. And if you want to know how to make money today, come on over. Come on over. But I'll be upfront and honest with you. Most of you folks, even when I present the options to you and show you how, I guarantee you, and this is nothing personal, this is nothing negative, this is just me being real, because that's all I'm going to be with you guys is real, is that when I present it to you and show you, I bet you odds are 90% will tell me all the reasons why they can't do it. Let that sink in. 90% will tell me why they can't do it. Okay. The 10% who take action, comment down below. Comment down below if you are part of the 10% who have already taken action and you can vouch for what I'm saying. If you've ever encountered or experienced or worked with me, comment down below. I would appreciate that. Not for me. I want it to be a motivation for others out there saying there's no way, saying if I signed up for every Patreon that I was offered, I'd have a $200 a month bill. Perhaps, maybe, yes. But I can tell you right now, there's probably no other Patreon out there like mine that's doing the things that I'm doing for the people out there willing to put in the effort to get the money. That's what I'm saying. Everybody wants something for nothing. Everybody wants something for free. And then when they don't get it, they want to complain and say that money isn't everything. All you think about is money. All right, if you want to believe that, that's fine. But if you want to make changes to your life, if you want to say I'm tired of living paycheck to paycheck, if you want to say I need to switch up my circle and talk to some more people that are obviously doing things better than I am, come on. Come on. The economy, it kind of sucks. But for me, I don't really care. I'm going to continuously work to make sure that I'm not swallowed whole and wiped out, and my family's not just shut down by the economy, despite no matter how bad it gets. I told somebody or several somebodies a long time ago, before things were getting really bad. And we're talking about my circle of group of folks that make well into six figures, that weren't necessarily financially responsible, whether it was through no fault of their own. They made a lot of money, but they were always broke. But I told them, no matter what, you're always going to have to make more money, for the simple fact of inflation, for the simple fact of price increases and cost escalations. You're always going to have to make more money. The businesses know it, but the consumers and the people, I don't think that they know it, realize it, or want to accept it. But you're always going to have to make more money. Unless you can get to a point of which you have exceeded the requirement of financial prudency, basically, your level, you have succeeded in achieving a level of wealth that has put you ahead of schedule. And odds are, if your net worth isn't above 5 million, odds are you're going to have to continuously make more money. And 5 million is kind of being generous, okay? So if your net worth isn't above $5 million, odds are you're going to have to always make more money. And then that is going to be dependent upon how old you are, how many people rely on you, how many dependents you have. But like I said, I'm just being real, folks. And I think the beauty of it is that 29 minutes into this video, I know that whoever's watching still, whoever's listening, is really paying attention to what I have to say. I'm seriously only doing this to help you guys. And it really brings me joy to do it. But at the end of the day, it's not just about money, but we have to realize that it is a key component. You know, somebody said, well, money isn't everything, and they threw religion at me and, scripture or whatever, and I'm like, well, just tell me what, in one word, what does it take to build a church? And then my wife, Squirrel Tribe, she was like, why don't you ask, and what do the churches ask for every time you show up? Tithes, offerings, money. But the simple fact of the matter is you can't build a church without money. You can't. Can't be done. It's not just about money, but we got to realize that money is a huge component in every single thing we do every single day. So with the news headlines that are floating around out there that are literally out here warning you and preparing you to lose money through inflation, through interest rate hikes, through layoffs, through price increases at the pump, grocery stores, higher taxes, global conflicts. The news is telling you everything, but they're not specifically telling you you're losing money. They're not specifically telling you your money is at risk, your money is a great threat. So everything is about money, folks. I'm just not afraid to say it.